The world of firearms is changing rapidly and dramatically. What was once a clear distinction between military-grade weapons and civilian firearms is becoming increasingly blurred, making it harder to tell them apart. Civilians now have access to firearms that rival, and in some cases even surpass, those used by the military, thanks to advancements in technology and manufacturing. This shift raises questions about safety, security, and the very nature of warfare in the 21st century, as the lines between civilian and military capabilities blur. For much of history, the military held a distinct advantage in firepower, possessing weapons far superior to those available to civilians. Governments poured resources into developing cutting-edge weapons, pushing the boundaries of technology to maintain their edge. Civilians, meanwhile, had access to firearms that were generally less powerful and less sophisticated, often limited by regulations and cost. This gap was maintained by a combination of factors including government regulations, technological limitations, and the sheer cost of producing advanced weaponry, which kept high-performance firearms out of civilian hands. However, the landscape is shifting dramatically. Advances in manufacturing, material science, and information technology have democratized access to high-performance firearms, making them more accessible to the general public. What was once the exclusive domain of elite military units is now within reach of civilians, changing the dynamics of power and security. This shift has profound implications for the balance of power both within and between nations, as civilians gain access to more advanced weaponry. The increasing availability of advanced firearms to civilians is a complex issue with no easy answers, involving legal, ethical, and social considerations. It raises questions about the role of government, the right to bear arms, and the responsibility that comes with owning such powerful tools, requiring careful thought and regulation. As we move forward, it is essential to engage in a thoughtful and informed dialogue about the future of firearms and their place in society, ensuring that we balance rights with responsibilities. To understand the current state of civilian and military firearms, we must delve into their historical evolution. This journey through time reveals how technological advancements and societal needs have shaped the weapons we know today. For centuries, military firearms were primarily focused on functionality and durability, often at the expense of accuracy and ergonomics. Soldiers relied on weapons that could withstand the harsh conditions of battle, even if they were cumbersome and difficult to handle. Muskets, for instance, were notoriously inaccurate and slow to reload, relying on sheer volume of fire rather than precision. The strategy was to overwhelm the enemy with a barrage of bullets, hoping that some would find their mark. The Industrial Revolution brought about a paradigm shift. The introduction of new manufacturing processes and materials changed the landscape of firearm production. Mass production techniques, coupled with advancements in metallurgy and chemistry, led to the development of more reliable and accurate firearms. Factories could now produce weapons on a scale never seen before, making them more accessible to armies and civilians alike. Breech-loading rifles like the Drace needle gun and the Chassepot rifle offered significant advantages in rate of fire and ease of use, revolutionizing warfare in the 19th century. These innovations allowed soldiers to reload faster and fire more accurately, changing the dynamics of battle. The late 19th and early 20th centuries witnessed an explosion of innovation in firearms technology. Engineers and inventors were constantly pushing the boundaries, seeking to create more efficient and powerful weapons. The invention of smokeless powder and the development of self-contained cartridges paved the way for the creation of automatic and semi-automatic weapons. These advancements not only increased the rate of fire but also improved the reliability and ease of use of firearms. Machine guns like the Maxim gun and the Vickers gun transformed battlefields, while bolt-action rifles, such as the Mauser Gewehr 98 and the Lee Enfield, became the standard infantry weapons of their time. These weapons were game changers, providing unprecedented firepower and accuracy. While the military was primarily focused on developing weapons for large-scale conflicts, the civilian sector saw a parallel evolution driven by hunting, sport shooting, and self-defense. Civilian firearms became more specialized, catering to the needs of different users. Lever-action rifles like the Winchester Model 1873 gained immense popularity in the American West, while revolvers, such as the Colt Single-Action Army and the Smith & Wesson Model 3, became iconic symbols of the era. These firearms were not just tools but also cultural icons, representing the spirit of the times. In recent decades, a curious phenomenon has emerged. Civilian firearms have begun to outperform their military counterparts in certain key areas. This shift has been driven by rapid advancements in technology and a growing market demand for high-performance firearms. This is not to say that civilians are arming themselves with tanks and fighter jets. Rather, the focus has been on creating firearms that offer superior performance in specific contexts. Instead, the advancements are happening on a more granular level, with civilian gun manufacturers focusing on precision, ergonomics, and customization. These manufacturers are pushing the boundaries of what is possible, creating firearms that are not only more accurate, but also more comfortable to use. Customization options often exceed those found in standard-issue military weapons, allowing for a more personalized shooting experience.
One area where civilian firearms excel is accuracy. High-end hunting rifles, for instance, are often capable of sub-MOA accuracy, meaning they can consistently hit targets within an inch at 100 yards. This level of precision is crucial for long-range hunting and competitive shooting. Where every millimeter can make a difference. This level of precision is crucial for long-range hunting, but is not always a priority for military weapons, which often prioritize reliability and firepower over pinpoint accuracy. Military firearms are designed to function in a variety of harsh conditions, which sometimes means sacrificing a bit of precision, which often prioritize reliability and firepower over pinpoint accuracy.
Another area where civilian firearms shine is ergonomics. Many modern sporting rifles are highly customizable, allowing shooters to adjust the stock, grip, and other components to perfectly fit their body type and shooting style. This level of customization is not always found in military weapons, which are often designed for a one-size-fits-all approach. This can make a significant difference in comfort and performance for the individual shooter. This level of customization is not always found in military weapons, which are often designed for a one-size-fits-all approach.
Furthermore, civilian gun owners often have access to a wider array of ammunition choices than their military counterparts. This allows them to tailor their ammunition selection to specific needs and scenarios, whether it's hunting, competition shooting, or self-defense. The ability to choose from a variety of ammunition types can significantly enhance the performance and versatility of civilian firearms.
The advancements in civilian firearms technology are driven by a combination of market demand and technological innovation. But why do civilians often have the edge over military counterparts in certain areas?
Well, one reason is the rapid pace of innovation in the private sector. Civilian manufacturers are constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible, driven by competition and consumer demand. This leads to quicker adoption of new materials, manufacturing techniques, and design philosophies. Another factor is the customization and specialization that civilian markets allow. Unlike military contracts, which often require standardization for logistical reasons, civilian firearms can be tailored to individual preferences and specific use cases. This flexibility encourages a higher degree of innovation and refinement.
Lastly, the civilian market benefits from a broader base of feedback and testing. With millions of civilian gun owners providing real-world data and reviews, manufacturers can rapidly iterate and improve their designs. This crowdsourced R&D is something that even the most well-funded military programs can't easily replicate. As we continue to explore the evolving landscape of firearms, it's clear that the lines between civilian and military technology are becoming increasingly blurred. The implications of this trend are far-reaching and complex, requiring careful consideration and informed dialogue.
As civilian firearms become more advanced, we see a ripple effect on military tactics and law enforcement strategies. It's almost like an arms race, but within our own borders.
That's right. With the technological advancements in civilian firearms, military and law enforcement agencies are constantly adapting. They need to stay ahead, ensuring they can effectively manage any scenario.
You know, it's not just about having the latest gear, it's also about training and preparedness. Agencies are investing heavily in both to keep up with these changes.
And this adaptation isn't just reactive. Proactive measures are being taken to anticipate future advancements and potential threats.
Exactly, it's a continuous cycle of innovation and adaptation. The goal is always to maintain safety and security for everyone.
The line between civilian and military firearms is becoming increasingly blurred. The technology available to the average gun owner today is astonishingly advanced.
As civilian firearms continue to evolve, concerns about their impact on public safety and security grow.
We must consider the ethical implications of these advancements. Are we prepared for the potential consequences of such powerful weapons being in civilian hands?
Safety is another critical issue. How do we ensure that these advanced firearms are used responsibly and do not end up in the wrong hands? Innovation in firearm technology is moving at a rapid pace, often outstripping regulatory frameworks. This raises questions about how to balance technological progress with public safety. What new challenges will we face as these advancements continue? As we navigate this new era of advanced firearms, finding a balance between innovation and regulation is crucial. It's a complex issue that requires thoughtful discussion and careful consideration. How can we ensure that these powerful tools are used for good and not harm?